Yes, it's people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host, the most, the Bridge 258, here today to give you the Chelsea versus Aston Villa forefront FA Cup. Here we go. So, literally, quite quickly, turn around, obviously. Played on Tuesday in the Carabao Cup semi-final, second leg against Middlesbrough. Now we're playing against Aston Villa tomorrow. So quick turnaround, and then we've got Liverpool on Wednesday. So hey, as they say, the fun doesn't stop, man. You know what I mean? Time doesn't wait for anyone in the Premier League and in the league in general, or in football in general too. So I'm going to say in general for three different things in total. So hey ho, man, we move. But hey ho, as I always say, I will start with the opposition team now. Aston Villa this season have been really good. Let's not get that twisted 110% of the time. Now, they've been extremely good as a team, currently joint second in the league with Man City and Arsenal, although Man City, of course, have a game in hand. So, there's that to consider as well. But at the end of the day, man, they're joint second. Obviously, under Dean Smith and under Steven Gerrard, they had very similar teams. And what happened was, it just seemed like those managers were able to really, activate that, that latent ability, that that level of skill, that level of class that was needed from those teams, from the team that currently Unai Emery has. But as I've said before, as you've said on the channel previously as well, Unai Emery is a very high quality manager. Top manager, knows what he's doing. He's a very good upper mid-table manager. He's able to bring these upper mid-table teams to new heights that possibly whether it be second, third, or fourth into European high football. So again, Aston Villa flying high, doing well, playing his style of play of highline football and doing it very well too. To be honest, he literally has someone like Pau Torres, from Villarreal, who I when I heard he was coming to the bridge, sorry, when it's coming to the Premier League, I was like, I can't believe that. You know what I mean? There's no way he's gonna, bang. Like, what I'm saying to you? I always thought he was not gonna bang, but somehow under Unai Emery, he's got him to bang in the Premier League. I can't believe I'm saying that. He's actually banging right now in the Premier League. So hey, man, that's again credit to the manager first and foremost, of course. But again, he's a very good squad, strong squad. I expect a strong squad to be played in general because they don't have any Europe. Their next game is on Wednesday too, so they're probably going to be playing a very strong squad against the Chelsea side, of course, who are looking to win this game too as well. So again, different aspects, different things as well. So it's yet to be seen whether or not that will be the case in general. But listen, it's going to be a very competitive game, to say the very least. They will provide a very competitive game. Their style of play, highline football, very direct in their style of play. They've got obviously Leon Bailey, who's in the form of his life. They can bring on Diaby if they want to off the bench as well. So and they've got obviously Ollie Watkins. And again, this is another thing about Unai Emery. He's able to get these mid-table strikers here, the best out of them. He's able to make them have 30-goal seasons, almost like they're a top striker in the league, like one of the top 5 in the world. He saw that with Gerard Moreno, obviously at Villarreal, which he was able to do previously. I believe he did that at Sevilla previously with another striker whose name I'm forgetting too. So this guy has pedigree, has a known thing that he's able to do that for as well. And even had Cavani, who was getting the best out of too when he was at PSG. So again, this is where I say, Unai Emery has got a pedigree. He knows what he's doing. So this is going to be a very, very good game, very good competition at the very end of the day. So who do I think is going to be starting for Aston Villa? Emi Martinez in goal. It will be very much the same, in my opinion, as to Everton, and they played this lineup. I believe it will be Emi Martinez in goal. Moreno is going to be and Ezri Konsa as fullbacks, and then I think Diego Carlos on Longley will be 2 centre backs. I think currently Pau Torres is injured, if I'm not mistaken. That's why he's not playing. You will then have a midfield 2 of Luiz and Kamara, and Leon Bailey and McGinn are playing out wide. And then I think you have Ollie Watkins and Moussa Diaby up front. It'll be something very similar to that. And again, they're going to be looking to get into attack with that pace. Watkins got a bit of pace in him. Obviously, Diaby, killer pace, of course, he's got on him. If you know, you know. Obviously, again, you got another guy, my guy, none other than Leon Bailey's got a pace and the tech to do that too. So again, there's a lot of aspects to speak about when it comes down to the squad of Aston Villa. But hey ho, I think that's enough of talking about Aston Villa. Let's talk about the mighty Chelsea. Let's talk about Chelsea, of course. Now, in regards to Chelsea, in terms of doing the preview, I think there's a lot of aspects that we need to speak about here. So obviously, Gusto and Nkunku are apparently back, but they're going to be only available for Liverpool, according to Mauricio Pochettino. Apparently, Mikhail Mudryk doesn't seem to have been seen in the pictures, so maybe he might have a knock or something like that. So it's looking like he might not be playing tomorrow at the very least. In regards to any other thing, obviously not that much else in general has changed. Still got a full squad, still got all of them playing and training in general. Now, in regards to the squad that I think is going to be playing, I've said this previously, I think it's going to be Petrovic in goal, Ben Chilwell obviously is your left back, then you have Disasi again as right back, and then the two probably remain the same of Levi Cole and Thiago Silva, or maybe you might see something of a Badia Shaw and Thiago Silva to give Levi Cole a rest for Liverpool maybe, you never know, they might do something like that with Poch, but I think he's probably going to be the latter. Which is he's got to keep the same squad that played, of course. Now, I think then obviously in the midfield, you probably will get Enzo and Caicedo playing in the midfield, and then Gallagher will come into the midfield. Obviously, he probably took a rest and probably was being waited for to be playing against Aston Villa, which makes sense. I then think you're going to have an attacking two of Raheem Sterling, and then you're going to have Madueke, who's going to be come back into the squad, who's probably rested as well for Aston Villa, and then you have the striker again as Armando Broja, or what more likely will happen is that it will be Cole Palmer as the striker, Sterling on the left, and Madueke on the right. And that's the most likely scenario. And part of that obviously is because of the fact that we know that Armando Broja, his time might be up at Chelsea Football Club, so that might also be the case as well. So again, there's something else there to consider at the very least, that maybe, you know, my guy's time might be up, you know, he might be leaving the bridge quite soon. So that might be also another reason as to why he might not be playing, might not be starting at all. So again, a lot of things to consider there. At the end of the day, we'll see what happens, but hey ho, we move. But again, will Chelsea do what they need to do is the question for me personally. And I don't know, man. Honestly, I want us to do what we need to do. I want us to be able to win. I want us to be as good as we can be. The question is, will we? I think so. Obviously, we've been on kind of a winning run at the Stamford Bridge, so I feel like this will probably be able to continue. I also think there'll probably be some level of revenge on the mind of the players, obviously, considering how that game against Aston Villa went, particularly the loss of Augusto because of that red carded tackle on Digne, and how we played in that game. Maybe there might be something of an aspect of revenge aspect for the players, that maybe they want to go and get their chain back from Aston Villa after what happened. Also, I think, you know, again, this is another opportunity for us to get a trophy. We're already in a final for one. Let's get into another final for another one. So, hey ho, man. Again, this is good for us. It's good for Chelsea. It's a great way to continue to build something, get this hunger up for these young players, give them a taste of like trophy winning, and this is what we need to do. Gotta be winning these rounds. Now, I think do I think we're going to do that? No, my personal opinion, I think we actually win this game 2-1. I think, you know, obviously with the highline play, it's going to suit a lot of our players. Madueke pace, Sterling pace, Cole Palmer has got the pace, but he's going to have that little inside ball for me that's going to be able to do it for us. Gallagher's got a lot of, he's got an engine, so he does have some level of pace that will help him to get in behind you. Enzo, obviously, over the top ball. So there's a lot of opportunities for us to be able to do and commit something in this team at the very least at the end of the day. So I think there's a lot of stuff for us to do, a lot of ability for us to do. So there's going to be a wait and see approach in my personal opinion. But hey ho, we move. But I think, you know, Chelsea, they're going to be able to handle their stuff. 2-1 for me is my prediction. Guys, let me know in the comments down below what your prediction is. Is it going to be Chelsea 1-0, Chelsea 2-0, but or maybe you think Aston Villa's going to win? But for me personally, I think Chelsea's going to win this game 2-1. But again, guys, this is the video as always. Please make sure to continue to like, share, subscribe, and like, share, subscribe. I've been your host, the most of British TV. Have a dedicate your hearts, and as always, please make sure to stay blue.